Okay, excuse the angle today, guys. I want to talk about taking a break. Hey, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Amy. I am a witch, spiritual guide, and energy healer. If you're not new here, sup. Today I want to talk about taking a break. I know that we've talked about this a little bit before. We've talked about things that you can do to recharge if you're out of energy. We've talked about ways to gather more energy. We've talked about ways to, recharge. See this flood behind me? So there's a river beyond those trees, and just excuse my camera angles today, guys. There's a river behind those trees. It has risen to the point that it has come past the flood line in through the forest there, the little itty bitty woods that we've got. It started flooding the yard. So right there's a hill. So just below the hill, all flooded. Sorry. We've had tornado warnings 2 weekends in a row and floods off and on, pretty constantly for the last couple of weeks. And honestly, today was the first time that I was a little bit scared that there was a tornado nearby. You guys, if you're regular around here, you know that I have a puppy and she is my whole life. See, there she is, sniffing around. She's everything. And I'm not going to get too personal, but I didn't used to care so much about my own life just by itself. But now that I have somebody depending on me, I feel like it's my responsibility to stay strong and make sure that she's taken care of and just be a good dog mom. And the storm freaked me out a little bit because she's young and she doesn't listen the best when she's scared, and veterinarians are expensive, and we've had some close calls with her health before, and just the last thing I wanted was for one of my windows to shatter or something, and her to be in the way. So it was kind of scary. But the crazy thing is I was sitting down to film for you guys today. I was literally in front of the window and didn't see the storm. A friend of mine texted me and was like, "Hey, are you at home? There's a tornado outside." And according to the news, it wasn't an actual tornado. I haven't fully lived through a tornado yet, but it was supposed to form, it was on its way to forming, I guess. Again, sorry about the camera angles, guys, today. I guess you're getting a little bit of a vlog, or a wannabe, because I didn't shoot all day, but I was sitting down to film, and I had some things that I really wanted to talk to you guys about, and I still do. Those are coming, but this has happened twice in a row now, 2 weekends in a row. I'm sure you've noticed I only put out 3 or 4 videos last week, and normally I will upload every day. I film every day. But here's the thing. I've been going through some stuff, and that's normal when you're dealing with spiritual development, when you're practicing daily, when you've devoted yourself to becoming the truest version of yourself that you can. And something that needs to happen sometimes when you go through a period of rapid growth, when you go through a period of very quickly waking up, opening up, realizing things about yourself, the universe, the greater cosmos, is that sometimes it slows down and it almost seems to stop, and it's actually just a sign that the things that you've been learning and working through need some time to sink in. Taking a break is not It's not something to be ashamed of, and it doesn't mean that you're lazy. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're exhausted and you're trying to leave your life or you should be doing something else. Sometimes taking a break comes from a spiritual, not an overload per se, but the need for all of the nutrients of your daily practice, of your meditations, yoga, rituals, everything that you've been taking in and working on and focusing on, everything that you've been learning with your guides and connecting to the universal energy, that stuff needs time to sink in. It needs time to soak into your cells. It needs time to develop. And it doesn't mean that you're done learning. It doesn't mean you've stopped. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with your process. It just means that you gotta take a minute to soak it in. So I wanted to tell you guys that that's okay. Spend some time meditating or just reading a book. Spend some time with your dog or your family. Spend some time chilling out. I have been feeling a little bit overwhelmed with just a lot of the things that I've been learning and trying to share it with you guys, which I love doing. And I truly believe that this is what I'm meant to be doing. And I'm going to make a video later about what I mean when I say this is what I'm meant to be doing, when I use the term meant to, because I know it sounds a lot like fate or destiny or one of those cop-outs for not owning your own life, and that isn't how I mean it. And so I do want to clarify that later on. But for right now, I just want to reassure you guys, especially with the full moon coming tomorrow, that really means it's already full and will still be full on Tuesday. So with the full moon on the 17th, it's important to understand that it's okay to take a break, to slow down and to ride the wave. The energy doesn't have to overwhelm you. It doesn't have to crash over you. It doesn't have to break into you and pull you down and break you down in order for it to count as something useful or good or helpful or nutritious for your spiritual journey. It's okay to just ride it out for a while, let it soak in, think about what you've learned, put it down and come back to it. It's fine. If you haven't learned, you go through a period when you're in an awakening, and when you're learning witchcraft and wherever you are in your journey, you go through periods where it feels like every couple of minutes or every day or two, you have an epiphany. It feels like something makes sense in a huge way over and over and over again. And it could be something that you already thought you knew and something that you'd heard of several times before. You'd been practicing for a long time. And like I said, it's just, an epiphany is what it is, where you find something new in something old over and over and over again. And it's exhilarating. It's so exciting. It's terrifying and wonderful. But it's okay if it's not like that all the time. And it's not because you've slowed down, and it's not because you've stopped learning, and it's not because you've stopped awakening or reached the roof or whatever. It's because your human self needs a minute to soak it all in, to understand, to adjust, and to prepare for what's next. So I just wanted to tell you guys, it's cool still to take a chill pill. Thank you so much for hanging in with me. I will be doing daily videos again soon. I don't know exactly when I will be getting them up, but I promise that I'm getting there. I promise you're a priority, and I promise that we're going to be okay and we're going to get through this. All right? So enjoy the full moon. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, do what your heart tells you to do. If you resonated with this video, leave me a comment if you're going through something like this, and share it with somebody that you think could really use this message right now. follow me on Instagram if you're not already. I am more likely to update my life and my goings on and my blog and everything from there. And I do that almost every single day. If you're interested in seeing more content like this, well, this is different for me, but if you're interested in seeing more content from me, check out my Patreon. New patrons at the first tier will receive a free oracle or tarot reading from me. You'll also get to have input on future videos. You'll get a video shout out, and you'll be a part of our spiritual community that we are building together there. So if you want to be a part of the inner circle, head on over to Patreon. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and chilling on my patio with me. I love you a lot, and as always, have a beautiful day.